Hey, this is Nicolette Moore from NicoletteMoore.com, and have you ever wondered how you can automate your Facebook, your Twitter, your Pinterest, your LinkedIn, your Google Plus all in one spot? Well, guess what? You're in luck. I'm so glad you found me because I can show you how to set up a safe and secure campaign in Mass Planner to be able to really make your life easier. So definitely check it out on the other side. Hello, this is Nicolette Moore, and I'm going to show you today how to use Mass Planner to be able to automate your posts to many different social media accounts. So as you see here on my screen, I have Mass Planner pulled up. So Mass Planner is a very, very unique tool. You cannot just download it to your desktop and then just start using it. It actually is an application that has to be downloaded to a Windows-based server that's going to be running 24 hours a day. It has to always be running. It has to always be on. So, and it has to be on a Windows-based computer. So I'm actually on my Mac. I'm on my MacBook Pro. So I use it on my laptop. The way that we use it, without getting into a whole lot of technical detail, is my husband actually has Mass Planner running 24 hours a day on his window-based desktop, which is in the corner of our office, and I actually am able to remote in from my laptop into that. So it works really nice, and it's super easy, but that's not the point of this video today. Maybe we can go over that another time, but I want to introduce you to Mass Planner. So Mass Planner allows you to have social media automation tools to get more traffic, followers, and clicks. And it really and truly does. It's a very cool system. Okay, so what does it post to? It posts to Facebook, to Google, Google Plus, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Instagram. It's a one-stop shop. It really is. There are things like I'm still using, if you see up here, I'm using Status Brew until I get my my Twitter stuff set up into Mass Planner. But once I have everything set up in Mass Planner for Twitter, I don't have to pay for Status Brew anymore. Status Brew, I'm paying about $10 a month, and all that does really is post to Twitter for me. And it just follows and unfollows people. Allows me to set it up so I can quickly follow and unfollow people. And you can do that with Instagram too, although I haven't used Status Brew for Instagram. And then there's things like Hootsuite, Social Oomph. There's another one, Tweet Jukebox. All these are different kind of programs that Mass Planner just takes care of it all. And it's highly customizable, so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So it's very cool. And you can schedule your posts, you can automatically join, you can make this thing very, very, very customizable. So like I said, you do have to have a machine running Windows to use Mass Planner. But don't let that intimidate you. For Mac users. There are solutions out there. So what I am using, I actually use... because I want to be able to post however much I want to, I'm actually doing the premium plan. It's $20 a month. And if you think about the amount of money that you're paying for Status Brew and you're paying for all these other, modules, this does everything for you. So you can pretty much get rid of Social Oomph, Status Brew, Tweet Jukebox, anything else that you're using. Now, I know people who personally use all of them because they like having the ability to be everywhere. But for me, Mass Planner is enough. So I use the $20 a month package, and it gives me unlimited accounts, and I can do so much with this package. This one is still pretty good. you just don't have all of these extra features, and you don't have unlimited accounts. You only have up to 16 social accounts on the standard plan. So anyway, it's just something to consider. So I want to show you what Mass Planner looks like on the inside. So right here, I come to my remote desktop connection, and this is where I'm going to actually connect to my husband's laptop. So it's going to connect. Oh, come on. Okay. So the way my husband set it up, we just go automatically into Mass Planner because it's always going. So all right, so I just want to show you real quick. You can see this summary is everything that Mass Planner has been doing for me. And I just got this bad boy set up. Really, it's only been maybe a week, but it is just going crazy. So you can see it's posting for me, it's finding groups for me, it's accepting group members, it's friending people, it's accepting friend requests, it's doing all sorts of stuff. Now I do want to show you one thing, and we're going to touch on this later, but whenever I find one, okay, right here, there's an error, and if I hover over it, you can see there's a security check. Now, a lot of people get their accounts locked because they're using Mass Planner incorrectly, and Facebook has these algorithms, and they're like, okay, well, I identify this behavior that doesn't seem natural. It seems like a robot, and so they'll do these CAPTCHAs to, you know, verify that you're indeed a human. Well, Mass Planner doesn't do that on its own. However, it does take care of it for you. So I want to show you how you can take care of that. But I'll show it to you later because this is just, it's too much information for now. But I just want to show you that we can actually have a solution for that. So anyway, this is just everything Mass Planner has been doing for me, and I'm not here doing it. It's just going on and on and on. Okay. So here's where you connect all your social profiles. Right now, I've got my Google+, I have my Instagram, I've got my Twitter. My husband has his account, and he's just kind of trying to use it to post some of our items to like the Craigslist and different selling points on Facebook, because we've got some items we're trying to sell. He's not really big into doing things online. It's just not his cup of tea currently. But anyway, here's my account for Facebook. So I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google Plus connected. I could add, if I wanted to, I could add my Pinterest profile, I could add my LinkedIn profile, I could add Tumblr if I wanted to. So here's where you would put any of your profiles. So like, for example, I know folks who have several Twitter accounts, because one Twitter account is limited to the amount of people they can follow in a day. So if you have 3 or 4 different accounts set up and you're following Twitter's rules, you're playing nice, then you can add all of those profiles to Twitter, set up your parameters for it, and Mass Planner will take care of all of your following, unfollowing, and everything. I have not currently set that up yet, but I'll probably shoot a video showing how to do that soon. So anyway, these are all my profiles, and you can see it has 2 pages. So it has my personal page. It also has my fan page. It has all of the groups that I have currently joined. So I'm a part of 293 groups, and it shows how many followers I have up to this point. I have 716. Another thing to consider is Mass Planner already has different parameters set up that you can customize on your own. A lot of the settings are pretty good, but I have made a lot of adjustments on mine because I really want to be careful to not get my account locked. So I want to show you really quickly how to set up your first campaign. And so a campaign is essentially what you're going to post and where. So first you need to determine what your destination is going to be. Whenever I set up, what I'm going to do today is I have some blogs that I would like to put into the system to start rotating out for me. And so what I need to do is determine, where do I want those posts to go? Do I want them to only go on Instagram? Do I want them to go into, well, these are already predetermined, I'm sorry. Where do I want them to go? So I can say, okay, well, I'm going to do some blogs and I want them to go into Facebook. I want them to go into the groups. I don't want them to go onto my personal wall or my personal profile. So I'm not going to click that because it's going to be different posts going through. And no, you know what? I am going to choose them because they're going to be cool posts that I'm putting. I'm not going to choose my husband's account because these are just for selling stuff around the house. I'm going to put it into Twitter, so it goes into my Twitter rotation. I will put it on Instagram as well, and I'll put it in Google+. So this is going to be where I put all of these blogs that I'm putting in. Now, this blog, this particular set of blogs that I'm going to be doing is going to be affiliate articles. So I'm going to just call it affiliate blog posts. So essentially the posts that I'm going to set up right now, every single one of them is going to be linked to me. And so if anyone should find one of these blogs, they click on it, and then they read the article, and then they, look to have more information, they're going to be cookied to my account. And so should they decide to make any purchases within the system that they are going to be, looking into, then I get to have a commission off of that. And, and I'll also it will potentially lead to getting me a lead because they'll be linked to me. Okay, so I'm going to call it affiliate blog posts, auto select new groups for the chosen accounts. Sure. This says uncheck groups that require admin validation. So essentially, right here they're saying just by default they don't post to groups that require admin validation. So you could choose that and just have them put it in there. There's settings elsewhere where you can actually tell them how many in a group that requires admin validation. You can have a queue waiting for them to validate. I don't like that because whenever I'm posting manually, if I already see a group that I have a post in that's waiting for moderation, for an admin to check it out and approve it, I don't keep posting because they're just going to have all these things to go through, and so I just wait. I just feel like it's the respectful thing to do. So I actually have the setting in Mass Planner to do that. The queue is 1 per account that requires admin validation. Okay, so I'm going to start a new campaign. So you can see I've already been running campaigns, and you see all these exclamation points. All that means is they have stopped, or like right here, this one is stopped, this one is stopped. So we can go and check what they're going on, but like right here, these are what my husband's been running. We've got an oven we're trying to sell, so he's been putting it in different groups. But it's inactive right now, so I don't know. I haven't even touched that. It's my husband's stuff. Let's look at Instagram. It stopped. Please select at least one non-empty destination list. Your campaign doesn't have any content to be published. Oh, okay. I haven't started publishing it because I haven't gone in. I have not gone in to load images. So with Instagram, you want to post a lot to Instagram. So if Instagram is your platform, I've heard of posting upwards of 15 to 20 times a day. And so it might be me just being OCD, but I was thinking, let me get a large amount of images pre-set up, and I'll go to my Canva account and I'll make all these images, and then I'll just load them all into Mass Planner. And so I can tell Mass Planner, to post these, and I can even just have it recycle the list. So I don't have to keep coming in and adding more content, or feel like once it's getting to, you know, if I add 100 images into Instagram and I'm coming up on number 90, and I know they're going to be cycling through 10 within one day easily, do I need to go and hurry up and make 100 more? No. Mass Planner can just start cycling, you know, we'll just cycle through all the images until I'm ready to start putting in more content. So that's just my holdup. You don't have to do it that way. That's just, you know, my thing. So this is stopped because I just haven't even added anything to publish. So I'm going to return the campaign list. Okay, so I already have a campaign that I wanted to set up to put these blog posts, these affiliate blog posts. So I haven't started publishing it either because I have not actually, I haven't set up anything yet. So I just want to quickly show you how this works. So for each campaign, you have your overview, which tells you the campaign name. It tells you the status, if it's publishing or not. You're able to give it tags so that you can quickly, you know, whenever you're going through all of your work, you know exactly, you know, I just want to look at things that are affiliate, and I can say affiliate and it'll all pop up. One cool thing is you can have a signature at the end of your post. So if you want to, you can put check. See, I'm not going to do this here. Check out my blog. So I could have that, and I can have it, there's a signature percentage, so I could say, okay, well, 50% of the posts that you post for me, Mass Planner, have this signature on it. The reason that there's a percentage is because it's going to look more authentic to Facebook or to these other accounts, that there's a variation in the way you're posting, because just like humans do, sometimes we forget to add our signature in. So I always adjust this. Sometimes I put 0. Sometimes there's one campaign that I'm running right now on Instagram. I think that I have it for 100%. Every Instagram post, I want my signature to be down there. So you can easily just up it or down it however you want. I like to give odd numbers like 46% or 58%, because to me that's even more natural. If I just put 50% and then Mass Planner is posting out one with no signature, one with a signature, to me that seems very defined. So if you just like put random numbers, it makes it a little bit more natural. One other thing I want to touch on, well, I'll touch on that later. Okay, so I'm not going to enable signature for this one because I want people to find these blog posts and I want them to just go to those articles. I don't want to distract them. There should only be one call to action. So I don't want to distract them with my link as well as this blog post. So I want them to be interested in the post and not in my stuff, because they'll be connected to me anyway. Okay, so shorten all URLs. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, do I want to post this as a part of my story instead of on the wall for Instagram? I probably won't do that right now. Okay, so now you want to determine what to publish. So I'm just going to do one post for you to see what I'm talking about. I have this list. I've got all these affiliate links. So these are all articles that I find are, you know, got a lot of valuable content. People will be super interested to read if they're online marketing or if they're in a network marketing company and they're trying to figure out how to use online to build up their business. So I have all these articles that I think are really awesome. I also have, these are different products that are also commission-based that I want to promote. I'm sorry, I'm pausing because I'm just wondering So, okay, all of these product campaigns, I'm just going to put in Twitter. I'm not going to put them on Facebook. And then let me see, what else do I have down here? The webinars, I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually show you how to do a scheduled post as well. Okay, so let's go to this first one. So the first blog post that I'm going to promote will be the single most important thing you need to succeed. Okay, so this is the original custom link. This isn't even the actual real link. I just made this a custom link because this one now, it just creates a cookie to me, my account, as well as it's something that I'm able to track in my back office. So I can see how many people have clicked on this particular link, and I'll know that it's from this particular campaign. I went and I made a bit.ly link for it, and that's just one extra layer of tracking. You don't necessarily have to do it, but I think sometimes people, these systems maybe just like prefer bit.ly links. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to copy it. And I'm going to go into Mass Planner. One thing I did not discuss, I'm going to click on the campaigns list. So these are the current campaigns, right? Now, I already had this set up and I'm ready to start adding content into it. Now, if you wanted to start a brand new campaign, all of your campaigns might have different purposes. So you come up here and you press Add Campaign. Well, there's 3 different kinds. There's a standard campaign, there's a volume campaign, and there's a scheduled campaign. Now, the only 2 I want to even talk about are these 2. The volume campaign is what I'm doing right now. The volume campaign allows you to post to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. You have no limit to the amount of destinations that you can post to with the volume campaign. And you can post throughout all of your accounts. I believe the standard campaign limits you to about 10 accounts. So they all serve different purposes. The scheduled campaign is just that. This gives you a specific hour and day for every post. So, for example, every morning I attend a wake-up call at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And so I'm going to set up a campaign that I blast out a reminder every morning around 9:45 for, to let people know, hey, there's a really awesome wake-up call. It'll get your day started right. And I'll schedule that for Monday through Friday. And so, and then I'll put just random destinations, or I'll just determine it'll be on my wall or profile. So I haven't done it yet. I haven't decided yet. But what I'm doing right now is a volume campaign, and volume just allows you to do whatever you want with a lot of accounts. So that's what I would click. But since I've already chosen a volume campaign, I'm going to X out of this. I'm going to go back to this campaign. And now I've already shown you all of this, the overview page. Now let's go to what to publish. Now, what's neat about this is you have different things that you can incorporate into it. So for example, currently I'm going to be adding the blogs and their links, right? Well, I could incorporate an RSS feed if I wanted to, so that this campaign is not only pushing out blogs with affiliate links. I could just have some other just random content sprinkled into it. But what I'm doing is I'm making several campaigns and they're going out all at different times. So I'm not necessarily concerned. I'm not making one campaign to do everything. And so this one is not going to have a RSS feed in it. And you can also incorporate some Flickr and, all these things. They're pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so let me type my message. I'm just going to paste it in here. The cool thing about Mass Planner is you can see this now is showing me, well, I'm going to get rid of this link because that's not the one I want them to click. I want them to click that link. This is now going to be able to post in Facebook, Google. You can post it on Pinterest if you have it, Twitter, LinkedIn, Tumblr, and you can put it in email. You can also, you see that there's a limited number of characters that you can post in certain accounts. And so Twitter has I think you have 144 characters, somewhere around there. If you have an image, it goes down to I think 117, if my memory serves me correct. And so I am going to be putting an image in, so we'll see how that affects this. So one thing I did was I took an image for every single blog post. They had images, so I just snagged those images up. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go grab I'm going to go set it up so I don't. Well, I can just show you. So the way Mass Planner works for the images, it's easiest. Hold on. You click on photos. Oh, okay. The reason I'm doing this is because it's not attached directly to my laptop, so I can't upload from my computer and grab anything off of my laptop, because when I upload from computer, I'm uploading from a computer that's across the room. And since my husband's laptop or my husband's computer does not have the images I'm looking for, I'm gonna have to get an image URL. And so I don't know about you, and I don't know how else you could do this, but for me, I have my blog. I have a WordPress blog, and my blog allows me to add media, and for every image that you put in, all of these images have URLs attached to them. So all I have to do is add a new one, select files. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to simply grab that because that's what I titled the image as, I hope. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. The single most important thing you need to succeed. So that's what I did just to save the images. So I'm going to choose that. It's going to upload. And once it's uploaded, it's going to give me a URL. Okay, so see, it has a URL. Now, I'm not going to add this on my blog, so I don't need to give any of this, add any of this other information. So I'm just going to I'm going to copy this. If there's another way of going about doing that, getting a URL for an image, feel free to let me know, but that's just what I'm using. So now you see it's uploaded. I put the URL in, I pressed add images from URL, and then the attachment popped up. And so I'm going to add photos. Now, Mass Planner is really cool. You can add multiple photos and it will cycle them for you. But I just have this one image, so that's just what I'm going to use. Now, you can see I have 37 characters still left for Twitter. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go into this a lot right now, but I'm going to adjust this post. The single most important thing you need to succeed. I'm going to put, check out this awesome article. Okay. So, or I'm going to do this. Like I said, without going into it, I'm going to create a syntax for this. So essentially, I'm going to put this little bad boy in. I'm going to give Mass Planner options to use different wording. So instead of check out this awesome article, I'm going to put read or just check. Okay, so this is essentially telling Mass Planner to use a variety of different ways. So it can be check out this awesome article, read this awesome article, check this awesome article. I can also do, you see it's not liking it for Twitter, but I'm not worried about that because I already know that before I added the syntax that this was good. And so Mass Planner will actually just be extracting one of these phrases. So instead of always awesome, I'll put check out this awesome cool, no, amazing, or check out this sweet, whatever. So now it can be any variation between check out this awesome article. You could say check out this amazing article, check out this sweet article, read this awesome article, read this amazing article, check this sweet article. So it will do a lot of different variations. And I am just going to keep this the title because that's congruent with the actual blog. So I'm not going to change that. So that is actually creating a syntax, and this is super helpful in helping Facebook or avoiding Facebook to lock your account because you're showing robotic behaviors. So you're actually telling Mass Planner, you know, use different phrasing to make it look more natural. Okay, so now I have my post, I've got my image, I don't need a title because I'm not sending this in an email, I'm not putting this on Tumblr, I'm not making a sell post, and I'm not putting this in LinkedIn. Okay, so we can also look at advanced options. You can expire this post, so you can stop, it'll go into a post list, which I'll show you in a minute. You could say, hey, after, that's what time it is right now. Let's say after Sunday, stop rotating this post. I'm not going to do that. I want it to keep going. Enable read post to post list. I'm not sure what that is, so I'm just not even going to touch it. And I'm not doing LinkedIn or Tumblr, so I'm not worried about it. Okay. You can also add posts in bulk, so you could add multiple text posts. I'm not going to do that, not right now, but you can. So I can essentially take that whole list and I can just paste them in there, which I'm going to test out later. Maybe I'll do my next video on that. But then I'll have to go, you know, one by one, I'll have to go in and make sure I put in some proper syntax. And then once you save it, it'll just all go to the post list. You can also do really cool, you can import posts from CSV. Now, I don't have a CSV file, but essentially, if you click there for details, it'll take you to showing you exactly how you can set up a CSV. So you can have a text, your first, you can just open Excel, your first column, text, next Pinterest source URL, next LinkedIn group title, next image URL, next image, you know, and so on. And so they actually allow you to just like upload your CSV and it'll do what it needs to do. Oh gosh. Okay. It'll do what it needs to do to be able to upload into your campaign. So, okay, so now I've put my very first blog post in the queue. So, I'm just going to add to post list and see it's gone. Now it's going to be over here, post list. So I'm going to put all of those blog posts that I showed you here. All these are going to go in there. And maybe next video I'll show you, I'll go ahead and grab all of them and do a mass entry and test that out. So now it wants to know where to publish. So remember that destination list I made earlier. I'm going to do affiliate blog posts. So that's my destination list. Now, when to publish? Okay. So maximum number of post list item per day. It's saying that post that I just listed, so the only post that I put in, even if I had 100 posts after it, it would take that one post, and in 1 day's time, it would publish on all selected destinations. Now, I have 200 some odd groups. Do I really want that one post going to 200 some odd groups in 1 day? And do I really expect that to not look robotic? Well, I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound natural to me. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add more posts, and it's going to let me adjust that. So let's say I want to add. I just want to send out, let's say, a variety of. I don't want to be too crazy. I'll do 3 posts per day. So I'm going to have a list of probably 10 different affiliate articles. And so every day I'll just be posting 3 of them. No, I'll do 3. I'll do 3. Publish a post list item on all select destinations. I don't want to do that. So watch, when I unclick that, now this is something that I missed initially, and this is super important. Now it's, instead of publishing on all 230 some odd destinations, now it's going to post on 50 random destinations. Well, each campaign, like I said, I like odd numbers. I like numbers that don't seem very set and defined. So what I'm going to say is, in 1 day, I would like to publish on, let's say, to start off, I'd like to publish on 18 random destinations. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to publish on 18 random destinations. So 3 posts on 18 random groups with a maximum of, now whenever it has 0, it means there's no limit. It's just gonna keep going and going and going. So I'm gonna do, it's saying 18 random destinations. I'm gonna do a maximum number of, each post is going to be posted randomly on 18 different destinations, a max of 4 times each, if that makes any sense. Add random sleep time while publishing, absolutely. So what I do is I sleep between 1 and 5 minutes after sending. I'll sleep between, because I'm really trying to not, I'm not trying to post like crazy to begin with. Now, the longer you're on this, the more you can adjust these numbers and start slowly building up. Like, I know people who post well over 60 posts per day, but I think it's just wise to start off slowly. You don't want to just come out from, you know, maybe posting once on your timeline every day to all of a sudden you're posting 60 times in 200 groups, and, you know, you're just all over the place. That looks very suspicious. So I'm going to sleep between 3 and 5 minutes after sending. I'll do 4 and 8 posts. So I want it to be very, very minimal. I'm definitely on I'm erring on the side of caution because I have not made a dummy account. Some people use dummy accounts and they just go crazy with it, but I don't want to do that. So I am just going to be very conservative. Now, campaign has a start date. The reason why this is handy is, like, for example, I have multiple campaigns set up already, which you've already seen. So I could say, well, I don't want this to start until, I don't want this to start, so today's Friday. I don't want this to start until next Friday. I don't know why you would do that, but I have campaigns that, you know, are kind of scattered sporadically. So I'm going to say, let me go ahead and start this on Sunday. And I can determine what time. So instead of PM, I'm just going to go in and change it to AM. That's it. Do I want to end it at some point? Do I want to say, okay, Mass Planner, stop doing these articles after such and such? What I will do is I will end this in about, I'll make this campaign and I'll just keep this campaign. I won't add to it. And so, not that the material is not going to be relevant anymore, but just because this these articles will become much older after a while. So maybe I'll just say, you know, put this in for 6 months, because I don't know, you know, if they expire any of the posts in the actual website. So let's just go November, December, January, February, March. I'm just going to say I'm going to stop this on March 1st. Done. Okay. Now, publishing delays. So if you're doing the same post item, so that one post that I've already put in, you want to wait. This is the default time that Mass Planner set. You're going to wait so much time in between one post in one group to another post in another, because even if you have 20 tabs open, to post the same article in 20 different groups is still going to take time, because you have to post it in one group, you have to submit it, then you have to close that tab and go into the next group and submit it. So you know, it's that's still, like, I think Facebook still probably doesn't like that, but I know I was doing that, no problem. So waiting around 300 seconds is fine. So it posts one time, it waits 300 seconds, then it posts again, then it waits 300 seconds, and it posts again, and it waits 300 seconds, and it posts again, and then it'll go to the next post. So that's how this is all set up. And then this thing is really cool. I love this because honestly, Saturdays are my family days. And in our family, our religion is Saturday is our rest day. So we don't do any work, and we don't ask anyone to do work on our behalf. And so on every Saturday, I exit out, and all you have to do is click it. So I love this feature because I can say, Facebook already knows I really don't do a lot of posting on Saturdays to begin with. So this is just going to keep that consistency. I'm already just not posting on Saturdays. So that's excellent. Now I can come in and say, well, these blog posts, I only want them to run Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so I can just click, 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 and it's done. I'm not going to do that because these blog posts are awesome and they have a lot of value. So I'm just going to have them running every day of the week. And then the last thing here is that you can determine the time. So this essentially is 24 hours is what they have it set for here. Well, I sleep. In my settings, I already have a nighttime, a night mode established. So I'm not even going to touch it. And so here's the post list. I have not started running it, but once I start publishing it, it will come up in here and it'll show me how many times it's run, when it was finished, all these good things. So I've shown you the overview. This is just setting it up, knowing what you're going to be posting. And on this page, what to publish is where you put all of your information, all of your posts. On this page is where you're going to send it, what destination list you want it to go to. When to publish is totally customizing the amount of time you're publishing, how often you're publishing, all these good things. And this is a super important page to understand. Drafts, so you can set different posts in and you can put them into the draft list until you're ready to post them. And then here's your post list that just shows you everything that you have set up. And then your history is going to show you how often it's, what they've been putting out. I want to show you, I'm going to go to overview. I'm not going to start publishing yet. The cool thing about Mass Planner is it's already set. I don't have to save anything. It's just set up in there. I do want to show you a campaign that I've been running. So I've been doing, I've been running interviews and, I've been doing interviews with people, having a great time with it. And so I've broken up their interviews into 3. So this one is actually all of the interviews that I've listed, but I stopped it because I wasn't happy with the settings. And so I determined, I was like, you know what, instead of running this the way I have, I'm going to separate it. So I was able to clone that list. So I just pressed that button and it created a clone. Everything's set up the same way. And then I was able to go in and really customize it. So this one only has 3 people's interview posts. This one has 3 people's interview posts. This one has 3 people. You don't have to do it this way. But the reason I did this is because now each of these groups have different posting times. Really, at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. Is I just made this one so it posts at different intervals at different times. This one posted different intervals at different times. And so, because otherwise it was going, it just wasn't posting the way I wanted it to, and I want it to be much more varied. I don't want to see the same posting over and over and over again. Okay, so we've just set up our first system campaign. Now you know how to set up your profile, how to set up your social media accounts, and how to start your first campaign so that it is safe, secure, and you have automation working for you and your business. Congratulations, what an accomplishment. Now, if you have any comments, please do so below. If you want to reach out, you can reach out to me personally at hello@nicolettemoore.com. Until then, I believe in you and your success. Have a beautiful day.
NicoletteMoore.com. Yeah, look, you know she got you. Yeah, when it comes to the lead, she gon' lead you straight to the lead generation. It's what it is all about. Recruiting all the prospects, yeah, that's what it's shot. She help you with the coaching. You know that she give you the potion, so you could go and move it through the ocean. Cause she there for you, she really cares, she wanna help you grow. That's why she there, so if you wanna get more, you wanna see this what's in store, NicoletteMoore.com. Get it, y'all.